Okay, ladies, y'all don't mind me for a second. I've got my fixing to go clean my mom car out and get some other work done around the house, so I'm all comfortable right now. But I wanted to hop in here just a second and just had a lot of questions about how do I get my poof and my volume and get it to stay. Like when you have long hair, you have heavy hair, it's always just pulling it and pulling it back flat. So I'm gonna show you a couple of tips that I've picked up throughout the years. 4 things I can recommend that work every time. Number 1, teasing. Look, I gotta have big hair. I have to. I can't do the sleek back or the part down the middle thing that's all like popular. And I've seen it look like really cute on other girls, and I tried it, and on me, it's a look, but it's not a good look. I have to have big hair, okay? The bigger, the better. Jacket to Jesus, closer to heaven I can get, the better, y'all. I like big hair. It just suits me better. So, teasing. Number 1, you gotta tease. If you want it big, you gotta tease. I usually just use this. It's just a regular comb. It's got a little pick on the end. I do have like the teasing combs too that have like the teeth in it, and I use those sometimes. Not really a big fan of like the teasing brushes. Like this right here. I have a few of these. I've used them. I just can't say I get the best results from them. I prefer comb. But teasing, always gotta tease. And I don't just sit there and, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way, to 10 on each strand of hair on my entire head. I usually just do 2 or 3 backwards strokes on whatever piece of hair I'm working on, and that's enough. I typically go ear to ear and then, to about right here. And that's all I need. And if I'm on a certain part of my hair where I want it bigger, I'll do more strokes. Or I may go back and, redo it a couple times. 2, my mother-in-law actually got me this. It's the volume, I guess is how you say it. So it's like a thing right here. You heat it up, just like a crimper kind of. And you can put this around the root of your hair, and you do this, and it like kind of crimps it up, and it can make it have like, so you don't do it on the top or it creates like a pattern. You would go like underneath and do it, and then lay this hair across. And this is really neat too, but even when I use this, I still have to tease. Like I'll do this, but then I'm still gonna tease over it. Otherwise I see the texture. And then, okay, 3, this is something I do 90% of the time, and it's just something I started doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and tease really quick, and then I'm going to show y'all what I do. So I'm gonna tease my whole head real fast. Okay, so my whole head is teased. Now, this actually got a pretty good bit of body, but if I were putting it up and I was doing something and it's pulling on it, it's pulling it down, this is something I do. Typically I do it by feel, so I don't have to actually flip the hair over, but I'm gonna flip the hair over and show you. So what I'll do, let's just say this right here is kind of going flat, so let's say I want this up better and I want it to stay up. So I would go up underneath it and actually take some hair up underneath. And then take me a pin and do like this. And now if you just do that, it's just going to come back. It's not going to stay. So you're going to take a second pin and you're going to crisscross it over that pin to actually lock it in place. Then when you put that, like, look how big that is, y'all. Put it back, boom, you got this. I mean, you don't see any of that. So, then you normally would have it all neat and hairsprayed and everything, so you really wouldn't see it. So that's example 3. Okay, so let me take that back out, and I'll show you one more. Let me just kind of re-tease this little bit right here. Okay. The last one, 4, clips. I will use clips. And I know there was a big thing with bumpets and the little inserts you can put in and everything. I have never been able to use those. Got a lot of hair and they will just knot up in my hair, and it's always been a nightmare to take them out. So I use, depending on how big I want it, I've used everywhere from this size to this size down to like these. So let's just go with like this kind of medium. And I'll show you, same thing, like with the bobby pin. pins. You just go up underneath, push it up, and just like clip it. And you're gonna get a lot of volume using these clips. Let's go ahead and put one over here too, just kind of show it evened out. Just go over here, go up underneath there, lift some hair up, clip it into place. And you got volume, and because you got a clip up underneath there, I mean, it's not gonna go anywhere. The clip is there, so your hair's not gonna come down. There's a clip up underneath there, holding it in place. This is the jacket to Jesus volume right here. So you got it going on. But I have done all three. They are all four of those, and sometimes a combination, and those things have worked for me. Y'all try them out, see what works for your hair. Comment, let me see some results. I love to talk about like what works for you. Maybe get some more tips from myself. So I'm just gonna get my hair thrown up real quick to go get some housework done. Bye y'all.